We have a 1 of 8 Moonstone Metallic E90 M3. You can tell it's mine when it's damaged with a hammer. Yeah, that's a motor. Yeah, we're getting there. But yes, we've had a lot of cars towed in lately. This is an E30 with a big old turbo.
What are we doing with this guy today?
Fuel filter in the depths of the engine bay. And then later we're going to do an oil change and spark plugs to make sure everything's fresh. And then there's more, but we'll start with that. Z3s, oh, I have 2 of them. Neat, bro. An ABS module failure, so I'm just going to scan it and get a part number off of it because you can't get it in the US for under $5,000. Yeah. So rarity today, an uber rare Laguna Seca Blue 2001 Z3M Coupe. In for an ABS module, which we're scanning now to see what the code is, to see if it's rebuildable or needs a module. And then another S54M Roadster for rod bearings. So rod bearings and another ABS fault, but that's a sensor, so we're looking into that sensor too. But 2 of these at once. Most people haven't seen one. I'm just gonna get out of the picture. Most people haven't seen one, and there are 2 right there. So through everything, and it skipped the ABS module, so it's totally dead. Neat. So another sign the ABS module is dead. Look at that, no row speed signal, no CAN timeout on the DSC, CAN timeout on the steering angle sensor, and no road speed signal again. So it's just not even seeing the road speed or the traction control.
So how do you access a part number for this?
I don't know. You get to the carpet, but it's here. So I need to get under the seat. So let's see if we can get to that. Yoink. I'm dead. Jesus, whose idea was this? Oh, that's never been out. Yeah, we're getting there. Should be right here. Oh, right there. It's gonna be that black one right there. Just get a 10mm socket. Ridiculous, huh? So that sits there under the carpet. You got a little protector so you don't squish it while you're driving. But to get to that, you take the carpet, the seat. Yeah, a bit ridiculous, but hey, we're there. And all to just get the part number to make sure we have the right one. And I'm gonna get him a new one, and then we go move on from there. That should clear all the lights, so. Next.
What are those in your hand?
These are the pins that hold the pads in the caliper, because we're doing pads
And?
in the caliper.
Are we throwing spacers on these guys?
We are.
Because he wants to rub even more.
Exactly.
Quick walk around for what's here today. We have a 1 of 8 Moonstone Metallic E90 M3. That just got rod bearings. He's out of Tampa. Rod bearings. In doing the rod bearings, we found the Vanos caps, one of them in the oil pan, so that got to come apart on the top. That got new NRW Vanos caps with new bolts, so that's all secured, solid. But then other than that, that is ready to go back. That's getting transported back to Tampa tomorrow. Next up, 18, I think, X5M. So that came in for a hard drive failure on the radio. So a lot of that stuff was common 18 and newer and NBT Evos. The hard drive itself fails. Send it out to our guys at Remote Bimmer. They swap the hard drive in, plug it in, it's good to go, clear the codes, and that's on its way in 24 hours, so that's good. F80's been here, but it's almost getting ready to leave. So that has got some camera faults. So the 360 cameras are throwing faults. They just got to be calibrated by driving the car. That's done, bunch of little stuff, but that's going back to Ocala, so we do service all over the state. 530 for a coolant leak, already done a radiator, already done a water neck, so who knows what's next. That got towed in last night, got a look today. We'll get back to that one. 528 for a valve cover. That one is smoking under the hood. Found, of course, a valve cover, which is very common on an N20. We do the whole cover on an N20 now. We used to do just the gasket, but now we do the whole cover because they are known to crack, leak, PCV system fails, all that stuff. So that's later today, maybe tomorrow job. The one that's out of line is because it was towed in here, rammed into a curb, 335 diesel. You can see the wheels sitting funny. That needs a subframe, that needs a shock, that needs all the 4 control arms, that needs a lot of stuff. So wait on approval for that to make sure it's not totaled first, but fingers crossed. CJ's daily driver, E46, clean little sedan he drives every day. Our project E46 M3, which you've seen plenty of now. Been 150 miles of test driving now. We've just been driving it everywhere. And it's going to the local dealer for a airbag recall today. Funny enough, 23-year-old car still got an airbag recall. The bastard child, the 1 of 1 2002, somebody called it a Grand Touring because it's longer than a Touring. So the 2002 station wagon, just pulled it outside because we had that at Amelia Island this last weekend with our trailer, which we'll clip in there too because we've done a big party trailer with a big stereo and a keg. So yeah, can you pop out the main door real quick? I want to show you something.
He's like, where the fuck is that coming from?
And then my personal M3 just sitting here because moving cars, musical cars, just sitting outside, doesn't need anything for once. Of course it does, it'll need something, I don't know what. Edwards E60. No, I'm kidding. And then my E70, so yeah, that's outside. Now we'll go inside, let's go walk through inside, see what's in there.
We're inside the shop, what we got going on here.
So inside, E21 that came into us not running, which you saw last episode, now runs, now we got a hood on it. I gotta try a mile or two on it and then it's ready to go home too. So that one's gonna get ready to leave soon. The white E92 M3 in front of it is for a FRM / headlight issue, but we scanned it and it does have a short circuit code in the FRM. So we're gonna try. Hey! 1 second.
Mr. Master Tech, you know what? You're talking. Give us a review on the shop.
Yeah, give us a review. What'd you do today on your...
Hopefully Curtis can go ahead and diag the PDC and coolant light.
Not Curtis, you.
Curtis can't. That's the next thing is no, he cannot. Like I was saying, on that one's getting an FRM reset because it's got a short circuit code. E92 on the bottom of it, black one, it was getting started that failed. We've never done a V8 M3, as many as you see in our shop every day, in and out. We've never done one, maybe one, but now this one is definitely dead. That's bricked, so it's off getting a new one now. F90 M5 above it is getting the brakes powder coated gold to look like ceramics and a full fluid service. Of fluids are already done. We're just waiting on those back from Luxury Choices again. Our buddy over there, big shop. Maybe we'll do a video picking those up too. But and then the E30 on the lift is a turbocharged M20 E30 with 319 to the wheels, which is double factory. 168 crank is stock, so that's right about double. So that already needs a lot. At least he knows that. He got it tuned, so now it runs. So now we're doing oil change, coolant flush, spark plugs, fuel filter. I already told him to put tires, and then we'll go through it and try a couple miles on that. The twins of S54 M Roadster, M Coupe, both from 2001, and then the old buried other side of stuff. So maybe we'll work over there another day. There's piles of cars over there. Misrunning, but I think it's got a massive vacuum leak from the valve cover.
What'd this come in for?
Poo-poo.
Your favorite chassis in this world with your favorite motor in this world.
Die. Valve cover gaskets were just done. My smell-o-vision tells me it's leaking because it stinks. And he says this one's leaking, so we're gonna smoke it, see if any smoke comes out. If it does, he rolled a gasket and we need to redo the valve cover gasket. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Definitely see air between the valve cover and the head, which means the gasket is totally rolled. So we've now visually confirmed it and smokingly. Oh no, it's mine. You can tell it's mine when it's damaged with a hammer. So yeah, Central Porta reman, send in business. Starters and alternators. These are the guys in Orlando. So been here how many years?
45 years?
45 years. Older than me. Older than him. It is older. So yeah.
3 generations.
3 generations, yeah. So they rebuild and replace whatever you need. Obviously, they're a little behind in their work here, but also all the boxes behind the thing are already rebuilt. So they're all brand new, ready to go. So when you walk in, exchange program, right? You drop one off, pick one up. These are your guys. Shiny baby. So this is going to E92 M3, all rebuilt, brand new. Started up today? Oh yeah. It's seizing.
When he revs it,
Just a little bit? Yeah, that's a motor. All right.
From blown B58 to starter.
To hopefully non-blown S65, yeah. But yeah, starter time. Oh, shit. Good enough. Fire, push the key. Just that one. Yeah, I got the pin in. I want to look at these real quick. Episode 3 in the wraps. Thanks for joining us once again. As you saw in this episode, we picked up the trailer. getting its stereo and keg plumbed. We took it to Amelia Island. We drank beer. We jammed the radio for hours and hours on end at the house, which we have some clips we'll put in here. And then came back to a full house of work, which you've caught up with us today as well. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.